Hey, I saw you're hosting.
What?
I'm Alice. I'm 16. I'm looking for somewhere to stay. Is your place still available?
What the? Sorry, who is this? I don't have you saved.
I'm Alice from the couch surfing site.
What site?
I found your details and added you. Don't you remember?
I don't, sorry.
Wow, your number's on the site, you know?
On the site? So someone's put my number online?
Looks that way. It's probably not a big deal. Anyway, do you think you could let me stay? Please?
Is this a prank or something? Do I have to block you?
No prank. I'm serious.
So you're really 16?
Of course I am. A fresh sophomore. I could send you a photo if you don't believe me. We do live in the same city, right? Even the same county isn't a problem for me.
Be serious for a second.
Huh?
You're 16, asking a stranger for a place to stay? Don't you realize how dangerous that is? You can't be too careful these days. There's a lot of creeps around.
What's this? Thanks for the lecture, Dad. Why are you saying this?
Why? Because you're not legally an adult. Do you do this often?
This is the first time, actually.
Make it the last, and I'll get my number off of that site. Deal? And be careful online, okay? It can be dangerous. You mustn't reach out to people like this.
Wait, I don't have anywhere to go. For real.
Just go home, okay?
I have no home. I know I'm asking a lot, but please help me. I have no one to turn to.
I'm really sorry. I'd like to help, but what could I even do?
Could you just hear me out for a second?
What is it?
It's my dad. A while back, he divorced my mom, and I've been living with him since. Recently, he started being abusive. He's been hurting me.
Hurting? Like physically?
It's okay, I can deal with a little. But recently it's gotten more frequent. Like, if housework isn't done, or if my grades are bad. Or if anything isn't how he wants. I'm always terrified of him. I can't handle much more. So I guess I've run away?
Have you told anyone about this?
I have, yes. I've actually discussed it with one of my teachers, but they don't seem to be doing anything. Maybe they're concerned about interfering? Anyway, I've had to get away.
I see. I'm sorry to hear about your situation. Where are you now?
Near the subway.
All right, I think I can help. Could you take a taxi? I'll send you the address for my parents' place. I'll let them know the situation shortly.
Wait, you believe me? Even though I could be messing with you?
Honestly, I think it's worth trying in case you are serious. It's probably best I don't come to meet you. This is a sensitive situation, and we need to be careful. However, my parents will welcome you if you're okay heading to them.
Really? I don't want to be a burden.
Don't worry about that. If you're truly in need of help, that is.
I am, really.
Then we'll help you get everything you need. Would you let me deal with your dad? I just want to talk for now.
You can try. Sorry, I mean, yes, please, Mr. Everett. But why would you do all of this for a stranger?
Never mind that. Excuse me for sending a message out of the blue so late in the evening. Your daughter Alice gave me your contact details. I am John Everett. Hello. How do you know my daughter? She seems to have contacted me by mistake, and we've been talking as a result. Did she really? Sounds like something she'd do. She could be a handful. Sorry she bothered you. You need something from me? Actually, I would just like you to know that Alice is at my parents' place. They're keeping an eye on her at the moment. Your parents' place, huh? That's right. From what we've discussed, it seems she doesn't want to return home? I thought it best not to meet her myself, so asked my parents to do so instead. I see. Well, again, I'm sorry for all this, so I'll head over immediately. That may not be necessary, sir. Why not? Alice has confided in me about her life at home. What about it? Well, seems she doesn't have a very stable relationship with you. So I contacted you to get a better understanding of the situation. I figured if I'd spoken with you, she might consider heading home. Okay, seems there's no problem then. What do you mean? She's in high school, you know that, right? She thinks her life is difficult and confusing right now. A lot of kids that age become very emotional and start acting out. Their relationship with their parents becomes strained. It's real common. Running away isn't normal, though, is it? And she's become quite the liar. Like a pathological liar, you know? Like a compulsive liar? That's right. She lies constantly. She's put me through hell with it all. Her teachers have even questioned my parenting because of it. I don't know what she said to you, but don't buy it. You're probably not the first person she's tried to pull this on. Anyway, I guess it's best I come get her. What's the address? Adults know best, huh? Seems you've been taking advantage of that phrase recently. What? If you told her teacher what you just told me, I think they'd have no option but to believe you. Okay, what's that supposed to mean? It means that whenever Alice sought help, you would just explain the situation away, like you've just tried to do with me. Oh, I see. So you're saying you believe the lies of a minor over her father? Got it. In that case, I'll have the cops resolve this. Do you think it's a smart idea for you to get the police involved? Yeah, I think it's pretty normal to go to the police when there's been a kidnapping. This isn't kidnapping. I simply wanted to know about Alice's life at home. I have nothing to say to you. The sooner this safekeeping charade is thwarted, the better. What are you talking about? Is there a woman in your life? I'm single, if that's what you're asking. Of course you are. Found yourself a schoolgirl to groom, didn't you? You're disgusting. That's not what this is. If you don't want the law involved, you'd better let my daughter go right now. I can picture the story now. Middle-aged loner desperately preys on underage girls. I'm a widower. I'm sorry to say I lost my wife a few years ago. And I have no desire to replace her. Lies. I could see your profile, you know? You don't even look 40. How's your career going? 'Cause it'll be hard to find work when you're a known sex offender. You're finished. What is this? A sudden mood change and threatening words. This is congruous with what your daughter has told me. Let my daughter go right now. I don't need the opinions of a pervert. Stay in your own pathetic bubble. I can't bring myself to return a child to a potentially dangerous household. What the hell are you saying, man? My mother has discovered injuries on her. A lot of injuries that were concealed by clothing. It would be immoral to subject her to more of such treatment. Cool, man. Expect the police real soon. You've just admitted to stripping a 16-year-old. So I hope you like prison life, you piece of garbage. Alice will be well looked after. Well, I guess I'm gonna be when I see a return on my investment. You're not gonna interfere with that. Not that you could. Investment? Right. You think I'd have kids just for the trouble of raising them? I'm gonna marry her off to the son of someone important before long. What are you talking about? This is what kids are for. This is traditional behavior. Don't you know that royal families in Europe used to marry their children off to each other for power? That's why people have kids. They might try to deny it, but it's a fact. Be honest, what do you want from yours? I'm sorry, I don't completely get what you're saying. Moron, you must want something out of your kids. Like maybe have them care for you in your old age. Financial assistance when they're working. Like I said, they're an investment. You know what an investment is, right? I don't have kids. I can't believe that would be the only reason to have them, though. Your views on raising children are upsetting. Must be nice being free to do whatever, whenever. It's gonna bite you in the ass when you're a lonely old loser, though. Maybe you could pretend you're Alice's father for the evening. You can bring her back tomorrow. You're leaving your own daughter out all night? I have my own plans tonight. Don't need this ruining them. But remember, you're a creep who's violated a girl's rights. You have no options here. If she's not back tomorrow, I'll go to the cops. Have a great night. I told you last night, didn't I? Could have just brought Alice home to save yourself a whole lot of trouble. But no, you had to screw yourself. I'd rather the cops brought Alice home anyway. Enjoy your ride to the station. If this is how you want to do things. Feel free to file a report. However, I'd appreciate if you wait until CPS can assess the situation. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Then I'll have to hope they begin their investigation before the police interfere. Why are you trying so hard to ruin me? My apologies, sir. But I can't return a child to an abusive household. I must seek protection for Alice. What protection? Protection from what? You think you could just separate a girl from her father? Nothing can happen without my permission, idiot. Of course, in a normal situation, you'd have some say. But the injuries you've inflicted on your poor daughter raise concerns about her safety. And I'm afraid the CPS can and will have her removed from your home. Alice has already shown the desire to get away, has she not? She doesn't really want this, does she? Seems so. My father was a lawyer, and we discussed everything last night. He's helped Alice understand her options. It wasn't easy for her. She cried the whole time. But ultimately, she decided to involve the CPS, and we intend to help however we can. Liar! A lawyer, how convenient. You're just worried about the cops showing up. Because you're a pervert and a kidnapper. I'll admit the police might interfere for now. But we have faith that the CPS will help Alice before long. Finding suitable foster parents may take some time. She's even suggested I adopt her. Regardless, all that matters is that she's out of your reach. You, a known pervert, adopt Alice? You can't. I've got to take her to meet her future husband next week. I might not get the chance again. You're ruining everything. Children aren't tools. I mean, seeing as you're not the European royalty of the Middle Ages you admire so much. But even if you were, I'm sure your unfortunate disposition would be a significant obstacle in realizing your plans. Oh, and by the way, seems we have a mutual friend involved in all of this? Ugh, that's just great. Yeah, Alice told me about your work, and I happen to have worked with some of your colleagues over the years. Nice try, hotshot. I know we don't work together, dumbass. Yes, you're right, but my company has collaborated with yours many times. I even have Mr. Miller's personal phone number. What? How? This isn't fair. My boss... I feel obligated to tell him about your treatment of Alice, but I hope it doesn't affect your job. I guess it seems like you're losing out on your little European marriage fantasy. That's not the only thing you're losing, though. Looks like you'll need to find a new job, too. With that, I decided to ignore any further messages from Austin. He didn't know where I lived, so I wasn't concerned about being harassed. However, I still asked those with connections to him to be careful with my personal information. Unfortunately, Alice had to change schools, but she didn't seem to mind too much. She said she'd like to stay in touch with old friends, but she understood it may be difficult with a fresh start. She was very positive about her future. I later heard from Mr. Miller regarding her father. Seems he was let go from his job and fell quite spectacularly. He turned to alcohol, which led to his involvement in a physical altercation. He's now making a living doing day jobs. As for me, well, I actually went ahead and applied to adopt Alice. My application was successful, and I've been acting as her legal guardian since. She's been no trouble at all. My parents are over the moon, too. My disinterest in remarrying made them lose hope that they'd ever have grandchildren. Now, they visit so often, I'm more or less providing for all four of us. I've always believed everything happens for a reason, and Alice's messaging me must have been some kind of miracle. I'm sure my late wife is watching, astounded. And I know she would have loved Alice too. Of course, we're both still getting used to each other. But I think if we just take things step by step, someday we'll truly be family.
Molly, I've got big news. We're going to be pregnancy buddies. Really? Congratulations, Pearl. I'm sure childbirth and raising children will be a challenge, but let's help each other. Yeah, I'm glad I have someone I can rely on so close by. I want to give my child the best environment and education possible, so I'm doing lots of research on that. I'll share what I find with you, Molly. Thanks. You're amazing, Pearl. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I think I'll just have my hands full with the birth, lol. Me too. The first part is making sure they're born healthy. She was just born. She ended up coming 4 days before the due date. It looks like the baby has a pretty relaxed personality. Did you see the picture of her? Yeah, I did. Lol. So ugly. I thought it was a monkey. Lol. Huh? Really? Aren't newborns all like that? No, she's clearly just ugly. So, what's her name? Summer. Is that because she was born in the summer? You think too on the nose, don't you think? I don't think so. What about your baby? Ava. Isn't it a pretty name? Yeah. Oh yeah. When mine is born, do you want to go to baby massage class together? It's supposed to be very good for the baby. My baby seems to have bad skin, so I'll pass. Are you sure? I thought it'd be great to go together. Yeah, I'm sorry. Hey, Ava. I heard you got an A+ on your test. Congrats. Thanks, Summer. That's amazing. And you got into that beauty pageant, right? You heard already? Oh, my mom decided to enter me. Really? You're so pretty, so it's only natural you got in. No, I just got lucky. I don't really care about the pageant or becoming a model later. I prefer learning with my tutor. Do you like studying, Summer? I guess I'm not so smart. Mom's talked about getting me a tutor, but I don't want to. Oh. You've been getting lessons from a tutor for a long time, right? You're so smart, Ava. And you're learning lots of other things too, right? Yeah, I guess. Ballet on Monday, swimming on Wednesday, piano on Thursday, tutor on Tuesday and Friday, cooking and folk dancing at the weekend. Really? Do you even have any time off?
I have to study 5 hours minimum after getting home, too. So I'm always lacking sleep. I don't dislike studying, but I wish I had a bit more free time. You're pretty busy. Oh, but piano was cancelled this week. So I've got nothing to do on Thursday. Why don't you come over, Summer? We can study together. If you need help with anything, I can help you. Is it okay? Oh, but we're studying? You don't want to? But if you memorize everything you've learned in elementary so far, it'll be a big help. I guess you're right. Okay, I'll go. It's been a while since we met, Ava. See you Thursday!
Hi, Ava. Have you got a minute?
Hello! What's up, Aunt Molly?
The other day, Summer went to visit your house, right? Summer seems a little quiet since then. Did something happen?
I'm not sure.
I see. I'm sorry to suddenly ask. Anyway, thank you.
Is Summer okay?
She seems kind of gloomy, and she's not eating much. Normally, she's constantly playing outside, but she is unusually calm.
She was the same as normal when she came over.
Okay. I wonder what happened.
Oh, yeah. Aunt Molly, have you got a bit more time? There's something I want to ask you.
Pearl, can we talk? There's something I want to ask you. Oh, Molly, it's been a while. It's unusual for you to get in touch with me. I guess so. It looks like our kids keep in touch a lot. But it's been quite a while for us. It's because you're kind of hard to talk to these days, Pearl. What? Did you text me just to tell me that? I'm sorry, but I've got an appointment with Ava's beauty pageant organizers. So, can you keep this brief? Summer visited your house the other day, didn't she? She's been acting strange since that day. You don't happen to know anything, do you, Pearl? No, I don't know. I see. I thought she seemed less cheery, so I thought maybe something happened. Oh, really? Maybe she learned her place? It didn't seem like she knew it before. Her place? I had a little chat with Summer. She's not fit to be around Ava, so I told her she should stop spending time with her. What? You said that? To a child? It's exactly because she is a child. You have to make sure they understand these things from an early age. What are you talking about? It's true, isn't it? My Ava gets excellent grades and is beautiful. I don't want her to get any bad influences from being around mediocre people. Summer isn't exactly that great when it comes to her smarts or her looks. Lol. How can you say something so horrible? That cheerful girl has stopped talking. Do you realize how much you hurt Summer? I just told her the truth. Looks like her mother didn't know either. Isn't it better if your daughter gets plastic surgery? She'll look even worse next to my Ava otherwise. What? I can't believe you'd say something so disgusting! You're the worst, Mom! Huh? I don't ever remember ever giving birth to you, Molly. Lol. It's me, Ava. I'm right beside Aunt Molly now. I saw the whole conversation. Nice try. But that's an easily disprovable lie. Lol. Not very creative of you. She's swimming now, so she can't be at your house as well. If you think it's a lie, why didn't you call the swimming school? But maybe you won't need to. It's probably around time that the coach will notice I'm missing and call you. I am the star student after all. Huh? Is this true? Yeah. I was worried about Summer, so I came to visit. Worried? Why? Aunt Molly got in touch with me. She said that Summer was acting strange since she got home. But she was the same as normal when she was with me. So I wondered if you did something to her, Mom. You're always trying to fight with Aunt Molly. And talk bad about Summer. I'm honestly embarrassed by your behavior, Mom. What?
Mom, you always put down other kids when you compliment me. If you're going to compliment me, you should just compliment me. Why do you always say bad things about Aunt Molly and Summer? I'm embarrassed to have you as a mother. I love Aunt Molly and Summer.
You're my pride and joy, Ava. What's wrong with bragging about your amazing daughter?
You're strange, Mom. I'm always so busy that I don't have time to play with friends. I've even collapsed once from lack of sleep because you made me study 5 hours every day. You only give me salads so I can maintain my weight. I don't think normal moms treat their daughters this way. I've been tolerating this for so long, but not anymore.
Ava, what's gotten into you? Since when did you start saying such things?
I've always said I don't want to do all this. But you didn't listen. So that's why I gave up and stopped talking about it. But I'm not going to do as you say anymore. I'm so angry at you for hurting Summer.
What do you plan to do about it?
Aunt Molly is telling Dad to come over here. She's telling him everything that you've done. He'll believe us if he sees all the texts between you and Aunt Molly. I'll ask Dad and get him to divorce you.
What are you talking about? Why would he divorce me?
He will. He's always been against your strictness in the beauty pageant, Mom. You guys always argued about that. But in the end, you always cry and weep until we give up. That's how you always got your own way.
Dad doesn't realize your potential.
My potential? That's just an idea you pushed onto me. Dad said to me before, if your controlling behavior became too much, to let him know. He said he'll oppose you to protect me. Dad cares about me much more than you do.
That's not true. No one cares more about you than I do, Ava.
If you really care about me, then you'll get out of my life. Bye.
Wait. Ava! Listen to me. I've given my all to raise you. You're just going to abandon me? Ava just went upstairs. Molly, what the hell did you say to Ava to turn her against me? I didn't do anything. Ava decided to do this herself. Are you trying to steal my daughter? I hate you. You've always been like this. Why do you hate me so much? We were so friendly with each other before we had our kids. Did I do something wrong? Yes, you did. What exactly? Tell me. You were always trying to outdo me at family gatherings. Wearing your designer clothes, trying to show off your leisurely stay-at-home mom status. Looking always happy, like you didn't have a care in the world. What? I have to work part-time even after getting married. But why do you get such an easy life? You're uglier than me, but you're so much more privileged. Isn't it unfair? Is that what you thought of me? Then I realized what it was. Your life is on easy mode because you went to a good college. Because that's the only good thing about you. Even if you felt that way about me, our daughters had nothing to do with it. It doesn't excuse the horrible things you said to Summer. Excuse me? The fact that she's your daughter is excuse enough. Your child is like an extension of you. When I saw your child for the first time, I knew I could beat you for once. I realized that Ava would help me do better than you. She's so pretty and smart. Of course she'll have a better life than you. Really? That's why I thought of everything to raise Ava perfectly. Food, education, clothing, toys. I didn't spare any expense and went for every edge I could. But your brother thought we should raise our child in a warm environment. It was ridiculous. You need to go all out from the beginning when raising children. I told him not to get in the way of my perfect plan. What do you think he said in response? What was it? He said to look to you for a good example of parenting. He told me that you took a very freedom-based approach to parenting. He said that my parenting was just putting strain on the child and the family. That's when I decided. I'll raise Ava to be the perfect child, better than your daughter. I vowed to prove that my parenting is better than yours. So you pushed your own ideal image of a child onto Ava, I'm sorry if my brother's words hurt you. I don't think I can say whether my parenting or yours is better. But your child isn't your property! Shut up! Don't you lecture me! Who do you think you are? It's clear from what happened today. You didn't prove that your parenting is the best. All you did was prove that your parenting didn't help anyone. Stop it! Don't say that. I worked so hard. But why do you have to say it like that? I think you should live apart from your daughter and reflect on your actions. Forget being a mother. You're missing something that makes you human. You're trying to say that you're perfect? I don't have much confidence as a parent. It might look to you like I don't have a care in the world. But back when we met, I was struggling with my infertility. It's not as if I wanted to tell you this, but I just want you to know that not everything is as it seems on the surface. What is this? You're so condescending. What should I do? If Ava leaves me, I'll have nothing. It's all your fault. Don't take Ava and my husband away from me. Your child doesn't exist to validate you. She's not your tool, nor is she an extension of you. Because you can't understand this, your family is going to get away from you. No, I don't accept this. I don't want to lose them. Stop comparing yourself to someone else. I don't want to say this, but you're not fit to be around your own daughter.
Hey, Mom. I'm going to the library with Ava tomorrow.
Oh? Is Ava okay already?
Yeah, she seemed sad at first. But she said she'll suffer if she doesn't get away from Aunt Pearl.
I see. And how are you doing, Summer? I'm sorry you got dragged into your mom's problems.
I'm doing good already. Ava has been crying and apologizing to me since yesterday. She says she's sorry for the bad things her mom said to me. She'll keep apologizing as long as I'm feeling down, right? So I decided to stop feeling down. And I want to be the one to support Ava from now on.
You're strong, Summer. Ava is very kind too. I'm proud of you both.
I know. Ava's great. I really like her. She's my precious friend.
After that, my brother dragged Pearl to us and made her apologize to me in Summer. My brother and Pearl discussed things at length and decided to divorce. Pearl insisted on getting custody of Ava throughout the court proceedings. But Pearl's strict parenting was considered abuse by the courts. Ava's father got full custody. But Pearl still didn't want to give up on getting Ava. She tried to kidnap Ava when she was alone. Ava asked passers-by for help, so she managed to get away. A restraining order was put on Pearl. Pearl went back to live with her parents. I hear that she was pretty seriously depressed, so she's undergoing therapy now. I'm disappointed that she never realized the error of her ways, and that she didn't start genuinely caring about Ava and my brother. But by being separated from her mother, Ava got the freedom that she wanted. Ava decided to switch to the same junior high school as Summer, instead of the prestigious private one that her mom chose for her. She's always liked studying, so now she's more excited than ever to learn from her tutor. Summer and Ava are loving their school life. Summer might be a little bit too easygoing, but I'm sure she'll be fine as long as she's got Ava.